going on, Jerome? So it's a beautiful day. It is a Monday, February 19th, and that means that one of the more disappointing, well, actually, it might be the most disappointing free agent signing in Vikings franchise history is mercifully coming to an end as Marcus Davenport's one-year, $13 million deal voids. And if the Vikings would have wanted to extend Marcus Davenport, they probably would have done it before the $6.8 million came home to roost on their 2024 cap. And just unfortunate because, yes, I mean, Marcus Davenport, former first-round pick of the Saints, you knew that he was going to be a gamble coming in, and you're just thinking, Mama, I can change him, and hopefully he could stay healthy, and that's been the hallmark of his career ever since he came out of UTSA. Go Roadrunners. That's right. Where very impactful on the field, but could not stay healthy, and he had 9 sacks in 2021, and you're thinking, okay, let's roll the dice, and let's see if Marcus Davenport can stay healthy and replace the production of Zadarius Smith, who was traded to the Cleveland Browns, and didn't turn out. Did not turn out. Well, I will say this, like when Davenport was actually on the field, which was very rare, he actually did a little something. So Davenport, so he banged up his ankle in practice. We're talking about practice before the Buccaneers game. Tried to play through the Eagles game, didn't quite work out. Came back a couple weeks later, got a sack against the Chiefs, got a sack against the Panthers, and then ultimately injured the other ankle and required season-ending surgery against the Bears, and never came back. Now, 4 total games for his fledgling Vikings career, 118 snaps, 7 tackles, 2 sacks, 7 pressures. And again, you would think for $13 million, you get a little bit more, right? And it's not so much like, hey, injuries happen, plus you knew that the guy was quote-unquote injury prone, but just reading the tea leaves, you could sense that there was a frustration from the players and some of the coaches being relayed through the beat writers, where they felt like maybe Davenport could have returned later in the season to give the Vikings a late season boost, and the Vikings outside Danielle Hunter simply could not get a consistent pass rush without blitzing, and Davenport back would have certainly changed things because, like we said, when he was on the field, he was actually pretty damn good, and it was just like, hey, we owe you an apology. We weren't familiar with your game, but the problem is he just simply did not stay on the field. Now, it was sort of telling that of the one-year $13 million deal, $1.7 million was in per-game bonuses, and that's hedging your bets. If the player's not healthy, not active, doesn't get that per-game roster bonus, fully understand that. But also, the $1 million workout bonus sort of raised eyebrows. Now, getting guys to show up and work out with their teammates in the offseason, you have to, I believe you have to hit 90% of voluntary OTAs to get your workout bonus. The fact that was so large, I feel like that really flew under the radar because traditionally with the Vikings, I believe the largest workout bonus was maybe $200K. So the fact that you had to entice him with $1 million workout bonus to show up in the offseason, I feel like that was a bit of a red flag right there. But like we said, it is what it is, and the Vikings, Kwesi did make a gamble in this spot, and hey, if Davenport stays healthy for the full season, does he turn into a competent pass rushing complement to Danielle Hunter? I think it's very possible. Like in the limited work that he got, 2 sacks and 7 pressures. I mean, he was decent. He was really solid, but again, just could not stay healthy. Injured both ankles, and also. Could he have come back later in the season? Maybe not. Again, it's really tough to speak on someone else's health situation. But the Vikings, yes, the $6.8 million becomes dead on the cap in 2024, but that's already been baked into the cake. Also, 2 other significant void years: Kirk Cousins, 28.5, and Danielle Hunter, $14 million change. Both of those void on March 13th. So I think that they did put in the early void with Davenport so that they would make a decision earlier rather than later, and because they would know, they would know if they wanted Davenport back, and they would have been motivated to get something done, or if he was going to be gone, he was going to be gone, right? So now Davenport, since he's been cut, he's free to sign with any team right now before the start of open free agency, but but yeah, so Kwesi, I mean, Kwesi's walking a tightrope right now, and his margin for error is very thin. And you look at the 2022 draft class, you look at some of the trades outside the Hockenson one. You look at the Davenport signing. Hasn't been great so far, but hopefully Kwesi will learn from this. And again, I understand the calculated risk. It was a bit of a gamble, and sometimes you gamble and lose. That's what they don't tell you. But I don't know, man. Like, I wish it would have worked out, but it didn't. So now it's time to move on. It's been real. It's been fun. It has been real fun. But now, more importantly, number 0 goes to Ivan Pace Jr. Let's go, man. That's right. But your thoughts are thoughts. Marcus Davenport's contract voids today. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Most put the work. Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.